So I got robbed last night. It took a lot of effort, but I got down to Sarnia, Ontario. I was going to try to border hop to the States. That didn't work out. I tried to find this place to camp. I checked around, went into the woods, and found a spot where I saw no trails, no footprints, no garbage, so I thought I'd be safe. I was wrong. First thing I did was I set up my tent, took out my sleeping bags and all the heavy stuff from my bag so I could go collect some firewood because, it's getting cold and I need a fire and I wanted to cook some bologna. Warm bologna is better than cold. I took off and started to look for some firewood. I brought my big green bag and, walked to the woods snapping twigs and stuff. I wasn't gone that long, but I filled my bag with enough wood to have a decent fire and do some cooking and stay warm over the night. I was gone for about a half an hour, collecting wood, and started to make my way back to camp. I was getting fairly close, but I could start hearing some noises coming from the area that my camp was in. I figured there was an animal there, crashing around, moving my stuff around. Unfortunately, I was wrong. It wasn't animals, it was three guys going through my camp. I unknowingly walked into some junkies' territory, and they decided what was mine is now theirs. They had my tent ripped down, my tarps out, and my sleeping bags just tossed to the side. When I saw them, I started screaming. "What the F are you doing here, you mother effers? That's my stuff. You're not gonna steal from me." I was yelling and I was screaming. Two of them approached me. One guy kept doing what he was doing, taking down my stuff, holding up my tent. I guess in their eyes, I entered their area, so now what was mine is now theirs. Now I'm a big guy. I might look like a tough one, but I'm really not. In fact, I'm a bit of a pushover. I've never been in a fight in my life. I'm one of those people who just, let it brush off my shoulder and most of the time just walk away. I don't want to fight. I've never fought in my life, and I'm just a big teddy bear. I don't hurt people. But I'll be honest with you, I've learned my lesson. I had someone approach me with a knife before, and after that, I never stopped carrying mine in my back pocket, my big Bowie knife. That's one of the problems out here is you live in fear of other people, because you don't know if they're intending to do you harm, and when you're out like this all the time, you're very vulnerable to the bad people. Anyways, the two of them approached me and they want my stuff. They want what I've got on me. They want my bag, whatever's inside it. They want my wallet and my phone. They tell me that much. So I calmly say, okay, I don't want any trouble, and I reach for my back pocket and, pull out my knife. Now it's a big knife. It's like an 8-inch Bowie knife I use for batoning wood and opening cans and basic stuff for survival. I put on the bravest face that I possibly could and said, "You ain't getting shit from me, you bastards." And I wasn't calm. I was fighting every urge of mine to start shaking in fear. Because I was scared. I was very scared. In fact, I was screaming just, come on, over and over again, trying to scare them off. But, that's the thing about junkies. They're junkies. They've got no common sense. They want what's yours, and they're going to take it. I was standing there ready to go. I figured, this is it. This is how my life ends. And I just stood there staring with my eyes wide open and giving them both the death stare. There's not much else I could do besides lunge at them and, go for the end. But that's not who I am. I guess it was one of those standoff situations. They were trying to see how far I was willing to go, and I didn't want to find out how far they were willing to go just to take what I have. All in all, they ended up leaving, but they took a lot of my stuff. They didn't get my wallet, they didn't get my phone, but they got my tent. They got my battery I used to charge my phone, so I've been on no power. I've had no power since yesterday. All because I picked the wrong spot to sleep. And after that, there was no sleeping for me. I got no shelter. I ended up packing what they left. They didn't take my sleeping bags, so I'm happy with that. At least I've got those still. Those would be impossible to replace. And as of right now, I'm making my way to Niagara Falls. I'm on no sleep. I finally got my phone charged. I've been spending like 6 hours at a truck stop charging my phone. Right now I'm in the forest behind the truck stop, in the rest area kind of place, looking for a place to set up a tarp that I have and my sleeping bags and get some sleep and get warm before it starts to rain. I've got an idea for a shelter. There's a lot of tall grass over that way. I'm going to cut it all up, put it in a pile, and make myself a hidey hole, cover that with a tarp, and stay warm tonight. Because now I'm making my way to Niagara Falls, going to meet up with my friend Susan. She's a very lovely person. She's an older woman who I met when I was back in Toronto. It's a good thing because now I have some identification. I managed to replace my birth certificate through one of the social workers helped me. So I should hopefully be able to find an actual job in Niagara Falls and work on getting back to my feet. But I'm trying really hard. I'm gonna get back to normal, and that's the main goal. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you're new, like and subscribe, that'd be cool. And if you want to help support me, I'm going to leave a link to a PayPal donation in the description. That would be really cool. No pressure, you don't have to. But I'm going to get back to my feet, Thank you for watching, and like and subscribe. This has been Vagabond Rob, Extra Cheesy Broccoli out.